Something has been growing inside of you. You did not see it happen. It happened anyway. This change took place under the surface of days you thought were just normal. It worked through the prayers you felt were ignored. It grew while you were tired of being the same old version of yourself. I want to ask you a question before we move on. This is a question I have kept for you for a long time. What is happening inside of you that you cannot find words for yet? Stop for a moment. Do not read the next part. Feel the weight of that question. Let it land in a real place. Do not let it stay in your head. Do not let the part of you that gives the right answer take over. Look in the deeper place. Look where your mouth has not learned to speak yet. A change has been moving through you for years. You did not notice it for the same reason you do not see your face age in the mirror. You see yourself every single day. The change is too slow to see. The growth is too soft to hear. But if you step away for a year and look at an old photo, the truth is clear. You are not the same person. You have not been that person for a long time. I have watched every day. I can tell you what changed. You are stronger than you were a year ago. Life did not get easier. It did not. You are stronger because you carried heavy things. The weight made you strong. There were times when the load felt like it would break you. But you built spiritual muscles. These muscles do not ache like the ones in your arms or legs. They just appear when you finally need them. You have more patience now. The things that used to ruin your day do not break you anymore. Notice this. Give it honor. The line where you used to hit your limit is now far behind you. You moved that line. You did not even stop to celebrate. I want to celebrate it for you. I saw it move. You have forgiven things you would not have forgiven years ago. The wound did not get smaller. The scar is the same size it always was. You just got bigger. You grew around the wound. A tree does this when a nail is driven into its bark. The nail stays there. But the tree is not defined by the nail. The tree is defined by the rings of growth that wrap around it. You love better now. You listen better. You can stay silent with people who are in pain. You learn things no book teaches. No class can show you this. The only way to learn is to walk through the kind of dark nights you have walked through. You walked through them. You arrived. You did not even stop to realize you made it. So I ask you again. What is happening inside of you that you cannot name yet? Put your hand on your chest. Leave it there. Feel your heart beat under your palm. That heart kept the rhythm through everything. It beat through every panic. It beat through every letdown. It beat through every midnight you felt alone. It beat through every morning you did not want to get up but did anyway. Your heart is the witness. It knows what your mind has not caught up to. A quiet change has been at work. I bless what has been growing before you can name it. I want you to see what I am doing in your life right now. I am not waiting for you to figure it all out. I am not holding a clipboard at the gate of your next blessing. I am not checking to see if you met every rule. The blessing is already out. The growth is already here. The change is happening now. You do not have to earn this. You just have to notice it. Here is a truth that stayed hidden. The blessings you got far outnumber the ones you remember. You were carried more than you were challenged. You were held more than you were hurt. The math of your life leaned toward grace for so long that you stopped counting. When you stopped counting, you start believing the lie that there was nothing to count. There was a lot. There was more than a lot. Say this slowly. Something has been growing in me. Say it without trying to sound a certain way. Say it like you are admitting a secret you were afraid to tell. To admit growth is to admit that the pain was not wasted. It means the seasons you wanted to skip were the ones that built you. It means I was faithful even when you thought I was gone. That admission costs something. It asks you to stop being angry about how long it took. It asks you to let go of the story where you were all alone. You were not alone. I walked beside you. I was in the rooms where you thought you were the only one breathing. I stood with you in hospitals. I was with you in parking lots. I was there in the kitchen at 3 o'clock in the morning. You did not always feel me. Feeling is not the only way to know someone is there. A father stands at the door of a room where his child sleeps. The child does not feel him. But the child is still watched. That was you. That was the truth for many of the years you remember as silent. Now I put my hand on the part of you that grew without permission. I want to bless it. I want to mark it. I want to make it visible. Growth that is not named can fade away. I will not let yours fade. What happened inside of you deserves a name. Today is the day it gets one. Look at the patience you have now. You did not have it at 20. Look at how you sit with someone else's grief without trying to fix it. Look at the prayers you pray for people who hurt you. You would have refused those prayers a decade ago. Look at how you forgive yourself faster. Look at the silence you can handle without panicking. Look at how you stop chasing people who do not want to be found. You stopped seeking approval from people who do not care for you. You walked away from doors that used to keep you trapped. This change is not a small win. It is a huge shift. Your soul is finally becoming who it was meant to be. I saw every step of this process. I blessed your growth even when you felt stuck or doubted your progress. Close your eyes for 3 breaths. Breathe in. Ask yourself what is happening inside of you that you cannot put into words yet. Breathe in a second time. Find the smallest answer. Find the truth you are afraid to say out loud. This is the part of you that surprises you. Breathe in a third time. Accept that this answer is good. The change is good. The person you are becoming is good. Open your eyes and listen. I want to tell you what makes me proud of you. It is not what you think. You were taught to perform for others. You think I care about your trophies, your job titles, or the numbers in your bank account. I do not. I look at what those things cost you. I look at how they shaped your heart. I am proud of the times you told the truth when a lie would have been easier. I am proud when you said sorry first, even if the other person was also wrong. I remember the quiet prayers you said for people who will never know. I saw you be kind to a stressed worker when you were exhausted. I saw you stay silent when you had the power to hurt someone with your words. I saw you get up the morning after a failure that felt like the end. I love the small parts of you. That is where your real self lives. Most people want big wins. I value small, steady choices. These choices build a soul. Your soul grew while you were not looking. It happened through pain and silence. You must hear this clearly. Your growth is not coming soon. It is not in the future. It has already happened. You are not waiting for growth anymore. You are waiting to recognize it. You are waiting for the life around you to reflect who you already are. I am giving you that recognition now. A new version of you has formed. It is good. If this feels true, write the word grateful in the comments. Do this for yourself, not for me. Writing it down means you refuse to forget. Do not walk past your own progress as if it belongs to someone else. Your future depends on your ability to accept what you have already achieved. I ask about gratitude for a reason. Most people come to me with a list of wants. They show up hungry for the next thing. Hunger is honest. It brings people home. But hunger makes you blind. You forget to look at what is already on the table. You forget that your place was prepared for you. You forget that you have been fed, even on the nights you felt empty. I want to give you more. I want to multiply your blessings. But you only receive more when you recognize what you already have. Gratitude is the soil for your next harvest. If your heart is dry, the new blessing cannot take root. If your heart is full of thanks, the blessing will grow into something great. I will ask again. What is happening inside of you that you cannot name? Take your time. This is not a test. I am just listening. There are things happening for you that you cannot see. The math of your life has shifted toward grace. This is a fact. I closed doors that you thought were failures. Those closed doors were actually mercies. People walked away from you, and it hurt. Those exits were protections. You faced delays that felt like punishment. You wondered if I was listening. Those delays were necessary. If you got what you wanted right away, you would have been a smaller version of yourself. You would not have known how to keep the gift. You would have wasted it in a week. I let the silence and the longing do the work. I waited until you were capable of handling the blessing. That was an investment, not a punishment. That investment is paying out now. The ground is producing. Yet, you still act like nothing has changed. Everything has shifted. You have shifted. Look at how you handle a fight now. Look at how you take a critique without breaking. Stop and look at yourself. Notice how you wait for the things you want now. You do not fall apart like you used to. You can tell when a feeling is just a mood and when a fact is actually true. It used to be that one bad mood from a coworker or a partner could ruin your whole day. Now, that rarely happens. These changes are not small. They are signs that you are rebuilding your life from the inside. You have been talking with me even on the days you felt alone. I want to be honest with you. There were times you were way too hard on yourself. I never asked you to carry that weight. You looked at the best parts of other people's lives and felt lacking. You compared yourself to the person you were before the tragedy or the loss happened. You followed a clock that was not real. You felt behind in life. You felt like a failure because you did not meet a goal by a certain age. I did not set that schedule for you. I am letting you go from that burden right now. My timing is slower than what people expect. It is kinder. It is more thorough. Most people want things fast because they cannot wait. I want depth because I am getting you ready for something that lasts forever. The work I am doing in your heart is not for next week. It is for the next chapter of your soul. Forever does not panic about a calendar. There is plenty of room. When you compare your growth to a social media post, you compare depth to a surface. Someone else might look like they are winning. They might not be. Everyone fights a battle you cannot see. They win some days and lose others, just like you. There is no scoreboard here. There is only what is true. The truth is that you are growing on your own path. I have had my hand on your back the whole time. Stop for a second. Feel that support. My hand was there when you walked into a room thinking you were alone. I was there when you went to bed and felt that no one knew how hard the day was. I steadied you. I pushed you forward when you wanted to quit. I held you still when you wanted to run away. You are still standing. If you were truly alone, you would have fallen long ago. You bent. You wavered. You had doubts. But you did not fall. That is proof enough. Now listen close. I am preparing to bless you in a way that requires you to remember this. A blessing given to a heart without gratitude just leaks away. But a blessing given to a thankful heart grows. The difference between getting one gift and receiving for a lifetime is not the amount. It is how much you remember to be thankful for what came before. I am training you right now. I am building the muscle that turns a gift into a harvest. I want you to say thank you before the gift arrives, while it is here, and after it stays. I want you to see me in the small things so I can trust you with the big things. Big things are coming. I will not tell you the names yet. You do not need to know the details in advance. But the size of what I am sending requires a heart that recognizes my hand. You are practicing that right now. Whisper 3 words back to me. Say thank you Father or thank you God. Use the name your heart uses when it is being honest. Say it once. Notice your chest. Notice how your shoulders drop. Notice how the air feels different in your lungs. That is not a fluke. That is what gratitude does to a human body. It tells your nerves that the threat is gone. It tells you that you are safe. You have been provided for. You are being provided for. You will be provided for. Some of you are hurting as you hear this. You might think I do not understand your spot. Maybe a problem is not fixed. A prayer has gone unanswered for years. Someone is missing from your life. You are waiting for a healing that has not come. You wonder how you can be grateful when you are still begging for a miracle. I hear you. I will not ignore your pain. I just want to put a new thought next to that pain. The empty spot in your life is not a sign that I stopped working. It is the room where I am still building. The door is not closed because what I am making inside is bigger than what you asked for. Your request was just the door. The actual gift is the whole house behind it. A house takes longer to build than a door. You are not delayed. You are under construction. While you waited for one big answer, I answered 1,000 small prayers you forgot about. Think of the friend who called at the right time. Think of the bill that got paid by a miracle. Think of the sickness that did not get worse. Think of the accident that never happened. Think of the job that opened up just as another one closed. These are not coincidences. These are 1,000 small yes that happen while you focus on one big maybe. That big maybe will become a yes. I will not tell you when, but it will happen. While it forms, the small yes are falling like rain on a field. You just have not been watching the field. This rain is why you will be ready when the big yes finally arrives. Stop now. Look up. Look at your life. See the rain that has been falling on you. Have you stopped counting the small gifts? Think about the heavy sleep that came when you felt you could not take another step. Think about the phone call that rang just as you began to feel alone. A traffic light turned green right when you were running late for a meeting. A stranger smiled at you when you felt invisible. You found the will to keep going when you thought your tank was empty. You got a clear answer in the shower. You felt a strange peace at a funeral when you thought you would break. I sent those moments. I timed them. I put them in your day on purpose. You walked through them without a thank you. You were not being mean. You were just tired. The big problems in your life were too loud. You could not hear the small blessings. I forgive you for that. I forgive it all. Now I want you to come back and find those moments again. Think of a farmer after a harvest. He goes back to the field to pick up the grain that fell. So much of your joy fell to the ground. You missed it because you were rushing. Sit with me now. Let me name these things since you forgot them. You are breathing. That is a gift some people did not get this year. You have a roof over your head. Maybe it is a small room or a big house, but it is yours. There is at least one person who would miss you if you vanished. You have old memories that make you laugh when today feels bleak. You can still be moved by a sunset or a song. You have hope. It might be as small as a seed. You might have to dig deep to find it. But it is there. You have a mind that can read these words. You have a heart that is still soft. You can hear a voice talking about being seen and feel it. These things are not small. They are everything. The world tells you that you need more money or more fame to be happy. I tell you that you already have the base. Build your thanks on what you already own. See what happens when you do. Look at your home. I do not mean the wood and bricks. I mean the air in the rooms. The places where your family eats and sleeps. The rooms where you fight and then make up. Something has been growing there. Even on the hard days, the walls were listening. They remember the prayers you whispered in the kitchen at 2 a.m. They remember the sorry you said before closing a door. They remember every morning you chose not to give up on the people you love. You did that over and over. You built a shield over your house. You did not feel like you were doing something holy. It felt like you were just paying bills or surviving a bad mood. But surviving is holy. Choosing love when it is the hard path is holy. I bless your home. I bless the corners where you cried alone. I bless the table where you ate meals that fed your soul. I bless the door you walked through 1,000 times. That door saw everything. Everything is a witness when I am watching. Speak good things in your house. Let your voice be kind. Say words you would be proud to hear later. The people in your home hear you. They feel your tone more than they say. A child remembers how a father sounds for 60 years. A spouse carries a mean word into every room they enter. A friend feels the weight of the air when they visit. None of this is small. It all weaves into a bigger picture. I live in those rooms with you. I am not a guest. I am family. I heard your questions in the dark. I heard you beg for help over the sink. I heard the thank you that you said when no one was there. Those moments anchored me to your home. Your home is mine now. I will defend it. I will not let a bad habit or the noise of the world tear it down. If you worry about the people you love, put that worry down for a second. You love them, so you worry. But remember they belong to me first. They were mine before they were yours. I have them on the days you cannot reach them. I am with them when you do not have the right words. I work in their lives just like I work in yours. I am patient. I am thorough. Pray for them. Use their names. Pray for them even when they are mean. Pray for them when you are the one being difficult. That prayer works. It does things you cannot see. Some of your prayers are already answered. The answer is just moving through the soil. It is not visible yet, but it is coming. I see you. I see the weight you carry for others. I see the things you do that no one notices. You have been a shelter for someone who does not know how to say thanks. You made room for someone who costs you a lot of energy. You took the hit so someone else did not have to. You were the only steady thing in a shaky system. No one gave you a trophy. There is no public award for this. This work happens in the dark. I see it in the dark. I have always seen it. I am honoring that work now. I see the love you gave when no one was looking. That silent work is the backbone of your life. Think about the phone calls you answered when your body felt heavy with sleep. Remember the days you drove to see someone when you had nothing left to give. You forgave people who never said they were sorry. You found patience when you felt your temper snap. These moments matter. I saw every single one. I kept a record of your kindness. You did not do these things to get a reward. You did them because it was right. That is exactly why I want to pay you back. My payment does not look like a paycheck or a trophy. It does not come with loud applause from a crowd. It shows up in better ways. It is the peace that hits you on a Tuesday for no reason. It is the way fear stops owning your mind during a crisis. It is the sound of your family laughing in your living room again. It is the kind of sleep that comes when you know you did your best. These rewards last longer than money. They are better. Say these words back to me. I have been carried. Do not fight the feeling. Say it like a tired person who finally finds a chair. When you admit you have been carried, you see the help you received. The strength you borrowed is now yours to use again. You were carried before. You are carried now. You will be carried later. There is a tired feeling that comes from forgetting to be thankful. I see it on your face. This is not the tired you feel after a long day of work. This is a soul that gave and gave until it felt empty. A river that only pours out will eventually dry up. I do not want that for you. I want this moment to be a place where you fill back up. Stand in the rain of grace you ignored for too long. Let yourself be full again. You do not have to earn this. You can just take it now. When you learn to love small gifts, I can trust you with big ones. Big things without a thankful heart can ruin a person. I have seen people get everything they wanted and lose their humanity. They forgot to be glad for the air in their lungs. I will not let that happen to you. I love you too much to give you things that would break you. I am training you right now. I am asking you to look at what is happening inside you. The answer is gratitude. You have been carried. If parts of your life feel unfinished, you are not abandoned. The gift is just bigger than you can see right now. A big gift needs a big space to fit. Trust the wait. You are growing the ability to hold what is coming. You are learning how to receive without grabbing. You are learning to love the giver more than the gift. This is how you build character. Character is the only thing you keep when everything else is gone. I want to bless the part of you that no one sees. I bless the you that forgave in secret. I bless the you that prayed when no one was watching. I bless you for showing up on days you wanted to quit. I bless the kindness you showed to people who could not pay you back. I bless your honesty in rooms where lying was easier. Every small act of decency made you who you are. The building is done. The foundation is strong. The bones of your life are set. Everything else is just detail. Some people spend their whole lives running from themselves. They never arrive. You did not run. You stayed in your own life even when it was hard. Staying is the only way to get to what is next. I cannot give you all the details yet. I will keep those for now. But a time is coming when the seeds you planted in the dark will grow. The friends you helped will come back. The work you did in secret will be honored by people you used to try to please. The prayers you gave up on will be answered in ways you do not expect. One day you will look back at these words. You will see this as a turning point. It will not be a big explosion. It will be a quiet shift. You will wake up and notice the heaviness is gone. You will speak a truth and people will actually hear you. You will make a choice without stressing for hours. You will realize the morning fear is gone and you do not know when it left. I move like water on a stone. I am steady. I am faithful. You are the stone and my presence has shaped you. My presence has stayed with you for years. It created a shape in your soul. That shape is beautiful. It is exactly what I wanted. You went through a long, slow ripening. Like fruit on a tree, you took time to grow. Now that growth is finished enough to celebrate. The next chapter of your life will show what grew in the dark. I will stand beside you when the truth comes out. I have been there all along. I am closer than your breath. I am more patient than your pain. I stayed steadier than the ground under your feet during the years that almost broke you. But you did not break. You are not a ruined thing. You are a built thing. Hands have worked on you without stopping. Even when you felt alone, I was there. I never left your side. You might ask what is happening now. You might wonder why I am here or what this season means. You might ask why it took so long. The answer is the same as it was at the start. You are growing. You are blessed. I am with you. I am for you. The thing you waited for is finally becoming something you can handle. The weight you carried was not a waste. That heavy load was the work. Now that work is nearly done. Lift your eyes. Do not look at the sky. Look at your own life. Look at it closely. Do not look the way you do when you judge yourself. Look the way you look when you thank someone for a gift they made for you. Your life is that gift. I made it with you. You helped even when you did not know it. Your tears were part of the process. You thought they were useless, but they were not. Your laughter helped too. You thought it was unimportant, but every joy mattered. Nothing was wasted. I want you to do one thing before we stop. Speak your name out loud. Do it once. You can be quiet. The volume does not matter. Just let your name come from your own mouth right now. These words are still warm in you. I want to link these promises to a real person. I am not talking to a crowd. I am talking to you. Your name is the door where my blessing enters. It is more than a label. It is the address where I have sent letters your whole life. You opened some of them. You ignored others. The ones you did not open are not lost. They sit on a shelf in their original envelopes. They wait for the moment you are ready to read them. You are getting ready now. I can feel it. The shelf is getting closer. I bless your name. I bless the sound and the meaning of it. I bless the family you came from and the future you head toward. I bless your hands. They did more work than people thanked them for. I bless your shoulders. They carried weights they were not made to hold. I bless your feet. They walked into scary rooms because you had courage. I bless your heart. It stayed open when closing it would have been easier. I bless your mind. It held memories that could have crushed it, but it stayed strong. I bless your tears. I bless the ones that fell and the ones you hid. I bless your silences. Some were prayers. Some were just exhaustion. I bless your questions. I bless the ones you asked and the ones you stopped asking because you thought I would not answer. I am answering them all now. The answer is yes. Yes to who you are becoming. Yes to your kindness. Yes to your wild, stubborn hope. Yes to every bit of growth that happened in the dark.